2 a.m. The room is dark. The blanket is warm. You said one episode. That was 4 episodes ago. And the moment the credits roll, the next show is already sitting there, waiting. And it looks perfect. Exactly your thing. How? Tibo going to show you how Netflix knew you'd watch this before you did. The actual machine behind that spooky little row of suggestions. Because it is not magic and it is not luck. It is a factory. And by the end of this video, you will see the factory running behind every app on your phone. And you cannot unsee it. First, throw away the wrong idea. Most people think Netflix guesses your taste. Netflix does not guess, Netflix measures. Every tap, every pause, every rewind of that one scene. The episode you quit at minute 7, the show you finished in one night, what time you watch, what device you hold, whether you binge on Sunday or sip on Tuesday. All of it written down, forever. Netflix don't watch shows, Netflix watch you. Hold that thought, because the interesting question is not that they collect it is what happens to it next. Where does a billion taps a day even go? That pipeline is the real show tonight. Picture a small village long ago, and in this village lives one old matchmaker. She has no magic, she has eyes. She watches the whole village every day. Who lingers at which market stall, who laughs at whose jokes, who walks home the long way past whose house. She remembers everything. And when she matches two people, the village gasps. How did she know? She knew because she watched for years. Netflix built that matchmaker out of computers, and she works in three moves: watch, sort, match. That is the whole machine. Watch, sort, match, and Tibo will open each one. Move 1: watch. Every action you take becomes a tiny message called an event. Pressed play, event. Paused, event. Scroll past a poster in half a second, believe it, that is an event too, and a loud one. Hundreds of billions of these little messages pour in every single day from every screen on the planet. They stream like rivers into one giant storage lake. Engineers literally call it a data lake. Raw, messy, everything at once. Move 2: sort. Raw events are useless noise until somebody cleans them. So pipelines, big automated chains of programs, scrub the lake water. They stitch your phone, your TV, and your laptop into one single you. They cook the mess down into small, hard facts. Finishes crime shows 90% of the time. Quits romances at minute 12. Watches with subtitles. Night owl. Each little fact is called a feature. Think of a feature as one line in the matchmaker's notebook about you. Your notebook has thousands of lines. Move 3: match. Now the models eat those notebooks. And here the trick that started it all. It is beautifully simple. The machine finds strangers whose notebook looks like yours. You loved show A and show B. Somewhere, 2 million people also loved A and B. 60% of them also loved show C, which you have never seen. So show C lands on your homepage tonight. That is called collaborative filtering, matching by taste twins, not by genre labels. The matchmaker never needs to understand why you like what you like. She just needs enough village to watch. And how well does the matchmaker work? Netflix has said it plainly for years. Roughly 8 out of every 10 things people watch there come from the recommendation rows, not from the search bar. Read that again. You think you browse. Mostly, you are handed things. The search bar is the side door. The machine is the front door, the hallway, and the couch. But every matchmaker has one weak moment, and here it is: the stranger. A brand new user walks in, empty notebook, zero events. Or a brand new show arrives, nobody has watched it, so it matches with no one. Engineers call this the cold start problem, and it is why the app begs you to pick three favorite titles the second you sign up. That is not decoration. That is the matchmaker frantically scribbling her first three lines about you. Because a matchmaker with an empty notebook is just a lady staring at a stranger. Watch for this everywhere now. Every new app that asks pick your interests is solving cold start right in front of you. Simple, yes? Now here where it gets weird. Because the machine does not stop at choosing what to show you, it chooses how everything looks. That poster, the thumbnail, is not one image. The same show carries dozens of them, and the machine picks a different one for each person. You finish romances, you get the two leads almost kissing. Your friend loves action, same show, but the poster is an explosion. Your cousin follows one famous actor, that actor's face front and center. Two people, same couch, same show, two different posters. Neither of them ever knows. And how did the machine learn which poster wins? By experimenting on you, constantly. Netflix runs the interface like a laboratory. Show poster A to 1 million people, poster B to another million. Measure who clicks, keep the winner, start the next test. The row order, the preview clips, the artwork, the wording, nearly everything on that screen fought a duel against an alternative version you never saw, judged by millions of quiet clicks. You are not just the customer, you are the experiment. And that autoplay countdown 5, 4, 3, that is not a courtesy, that is the machine removing the decision. The hardest moment for Netflix is the empty moment, the gap where you might look at the clock and go to bed. So the machine fills the gap before you can feel it, which leads to the uncomfortable part, and Thibaut will say it plainly. A system like this does not just predict your taste, it slowly shapes it. You pick from what the shelf shows you, but the machine built the shelf. After enough nights, are you watching what you love or learning to love what you were shown? Sit with that one for a second. Netflix don't watch shows, Netflix watch you. So why does Thibaut care so much and why should you? Because that pipeline is a job, a big one. The models get the fame, but models are helpless without clean, fresh, correctly stitched data arriving every hour, on time, forever. The people who build those rivers and lakes and notebooks are called data engineers. When a recommendation feels creepy accurate, that is not one genius algorithm. That is thousands of unglamorous pipelines running quietly at 2 a.m. so the matchmaker's notebook is never out of date. Bad pipeline, dumb matchmaker. It really is that direct. You have even watched the pipeline run without knowing. Binge one cooking show tonight, and by morning your homepage has quietly grown a whole shelf of chefs. Nothing magical happened overnight. A job ran. Your new events flowed through, your notebook got fresh lines, the matches recomputed. While you slept, the factory did its shift. And here the part that should change how you hold your phone. This machine is not a Netflix thing. It is the pattern of the modern internet. Spotify runs it on your skips to build your Monday playlist. YouTube runs it on your watch time to pick the next video, including, yes, the one you are watching right now. Amazon runs it on your carts. TikTok runs it so hard that people joke the app reads minds. It does not read minds, it reads events. Watch, sort, match. Same three moves, every app, every day. Once you see the factory in one place, you see it everywhere. Does that mean the machine is evil? Thibaut says no, it is a tool with no shame. The same pipeline that traps you at 2 a.m. also finds the tiny documentary you would never have discovered, made by people who could never afford a billboard. The machine gives small things a chance to meet their audience. It just also really wants you to stay for one more episode. Both things are true at once. So, tonight, when the credits roll and the next perfect thing slides into place before you even reach for the remote, pause, just for one breath. Somewhere far away, rivers of events flowed into a lake, pipelines scrubbed them clean, a notebook about you got one line longer, and a matchmaker who never sleeps made her pick. You thought you chose the show. Mostly, the show chose you. Netflix don't watch shows, Netflix watch you. Now whack the like rock. It is one more event, and Thibaut's matchmaker is watching too. This was one quiet machine you feed every day without knowing. Thibaut has a whole list of them. Next time, he cracks open another one.